For more than a century, we thought we had dinosaurs figured out, slow, dim-witted giants that dragged their tails through swamps. But the latest discoveries reveal a shocking truth. Much of what we believed was completely wrong. Dinosaurs weren't just survivors, they were innovators, builders, even parents. And with every fossil unearthed, we realize we've only scratched the surface of their incredible story. Stay with me, because this chapter will shatter the old myths and take you into the real world of dinosaurs. In the 1800s, when scientists like Richard Owen first named Dinosauria, the idea of dinosaurs was built on fragments, skulls, teeth, and bones. With limited evidence, they imagined slow swamp monsters, too heavy to walk on land. Early textbooks even claimed Brontosaurus had to live half-submerged just to breathe. But discoveries in the late 20th century, like fossil trackways in Utah and Argentina, proved the opposite. These giants left behind prints showing dynamic movement across plains, deserts, and forests. They ruled every landscape on Earth. Open Book. Want to dig deeper? Check out The Complete Dinosaur by James Farlow and M.K. Bretzeman. It carefully tracks how our views shifted from sluggish reptiles to dominant land rulers. For decades, movies and books gave us scaly green monsters. But in the 1990s, something extraordinary came from Liaoning, China. Paleontologist Su Exing discovered fossils of dinosaurs like Sinosauropteryx with clear feather impressions. This was no longer speculation. Dinosaurs weren't just lizards, they were the ancestors of birds. Velociraptors likely had feathers, Deinonychus may have hunted in packs, and suddenly the line between bird and dinosaur began to blur. Open Book. For more, read Feathered Dinosaurs by John Long and Peter Schouten. It brings these discoveries to life with stunning reconstructions. Were dinosaurs cold-blooded like reptiles or warm-blooded like mammals? For decades, scientists argued. Then in the 1960s, John Ostrom's work on Deinonychus showed an agile, active predator, nothing like a lumbering reptile. His student, Robert Bakker, took it further, proposing in his book, The Dinosaur Heresies, that dinosaurs had bird-like metabolisms. Modern isotopic analysis of bones now suggests a middle path. Dinosaurs had a unique metabolic system, not cold-blooded, not fully warm-blooded, but something in between, adapted perfectly to their environment. This hybrid metabolism may explain how they thrived in both tropical and polar regions. One of the most outdated myths is that dinosaurs were unintelligent. For years, they were portrayed as primitive beasts, acting purely on instinct. But fossilized nesting grounds in Montana, studied by Jack Horner, revealed evidence of parental care, dinosaurs building nests, protecting eggs, and even feeding their young. Some species had relatively large brains for their body size, showing signs of complex behavior. Raptors, for instance, had curved claws not just for hunting, but possibly for cooperative strategies. Open Book. Jack Horner's book, How to Build a Dinosaur, explores how these insights changed our perception of their intelligence and care for offspring. Visit an old museum, and you'll notice something strange. Skeletons posed with tails dragging on the ground. For decades, paleontologists believed dinosaurs balanced themselves this way, but newer studies of fossilized trackways revealed no drag marks. By the late 20th century, reconstructions changed completely. Dinosaurs like T-Rex stood horizontally, tails stretched straight for balance, like living gyroscopes. Suddenly, the idea of dinosaurs shifted from sluggish monsters to fast, dynamic hunters. Open Book. For a fascinating analysis, read Gregory Paul's The Princeton Field Guide to Dinosaurs, which explains how reconstructions evolved over time. Mary Anning, the 19th century fossil hunter who uncovered ichthyosaurs and plesiosaurs, laying the foundation for paleontology. Richard Owen, who coined Dinosauria, shaping the first image of dinosaurs, even if flawed. John Ostrom and Robert Bakker, who sparked the dinosaur renaissance, reimagining them as active, intelligent animals. Jack Horner, who proved dinosaurs weren't neglectful parents, but attentive caretakers. Su Exing, whose feathered fossils in China revolutionized the bird-dinosaur connection. Each of them broke old beliefs, and gave us a clearer picture of Earth's most iconic creatures. The story of dinosaurs is not just about bones, it's about ideas, discoveries, and constant correction of what we thought was true. Every fossil is a reminder that science evolves, just like life itself. In our next chapter, we'll explore how the reign of dinosaurs ended in one of the most dramatic mass extinctions in Earth's history, and how their legacy still shapes the world today. Subscribe, follow, and join me, because the next discovery could rewrite history once again.